Hello and welcome back to the garage today. We're turning this tote into a hay feeder. So we're sticking with our agriculture hay stuff for at least another couple weeks. So what we have here is just your run-of-the-mill. It could be chemical, could be water, whatever kind of tote you got. We're more interested in the cage. We will talk about the tote a little bit, but first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is get these two braces off, plop this thing on its side, get the tote out of there. All right, so now that the tote's out, there's multiple different ways of doing this. I'll tell you the way I'm going to do it. Do whatever you want. It's your project. Have fun with it. Anyways, we're going to leave top two rungs, I think, for now. These plans are potentially going to change. We'll see how things kind of work out. This guy might end up coming off. I don't know yet. Currently, I'm planning on leaving the top two and then cutting these two. I'd like to leave the bottom one, so I'd like to leave that bottom piece. But I think if I leave him, I'll probably have to cut up here. And I'll do that all the way around, all four corners. So I'm going to get that cut. No reason to watch me do that. Nothing too exciting is going to happen. So at least we hope. Hope nothing exciting happens. So I'm going to get to cutting. All right, so I did end up having to take this top rung out just because this thing wouldn't flex. But now what you're going to do basically is just bend it into the middle. Now I did leave these bottom pieces on. That was intentional because I do want to try something here that I don't really ever see anybody else do. I'd like to bend these guys into each other, and then once they're in, get them offset, and then see if I can bend that around. So I got really go past where I need to go though, so that then I can, because right now everything's going to kind of spring back. But if I could have it something like that, and bend these bars around, that'd be about perfect. Might see if I can find a pipe or something to put on these. I think if I could bend it around each other, both sides, that'd be pretty solid. I'd have no screws to worry about anything falling out or getting eaten like that in the future. And leaving that bottom piece on, if I made this thing fairly sturdy, plus once it's all tied together, should be pretty good. So I should have a pipe in here somewhere I can put on there and just pull those guys around. So, or even just a pipe wrench, actually, is probably what I'll end up doing. Let's see. All right, so we got everything kind of set loosely. I mean, I probably should take a wire and put it in here. That would probably save me a little bit of hassle here. Got my pipe wrench, and we're just gonna see if we can just bend this thing around and not pinch my finger again. That'd be cool. Downside, she kind of kinked on me, because now it only really wants to bend in that one location. There we go, now it's going. I figure once I get these all bent around, if I have anything extra, I can just lop it off. But yeah, it's not too shabby. Yeah, I might just take a hammer and just hit that guy down a little bit, but that is the gist of what I'm going to be doing to this, basically. Now I'm just going to be, get my wrench on there and just keep on working them. And then as I bend, go further out and just let them work their way in. But no, it's not too bad. They bend halfway all right. So if I had an actual pipe I could slide over them, I think that'd be easier. But I've got a pipe wrench, and well, it works, kinda. Slightly shorter one would be kind of nice right now. But if I just open it up more, it might help. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on this. I'll get all these guys bent around. No reason you guys to watch me do all of them. I'll get kind of stuff cleaned up and we'll reconvene. So that's pretty much gonna be the end product for me. Something somebody could do, like I said, I don't want any hardware in this. I'm just worried about longevity, maybe an animal eating something. I'm gonna take a flap wheel, I'm gonna clean up, all these guys where there might be sharp edges or something. So that is all gonna get done, as well as everything that I've cut around down here. A flap wheel is gonna get rid of everything, so I don't have any burrs or anything that's gonna hurt anybody. What you can do is cut the bottom of the tank off as well and put it in there. That's why I wanted to keep one rung up. And that way he'll have somewhere to set, so when hay falls down, it's right down in here. Being that, for me, this was a chemical tank. Anybody that has an applicator's license know that you have to do you have to rinse stuff out basically 3 times. Knowing that this is going to be used for livestock purposes, I'm going to do a whole lot more than that. I know I'm going to do at least a triple rinse, and I'm going to go ahead and do some bleach on it. Clearly triple rinse it some more. I'd like to do all of this stuff prior to me handling it, just because we don't really know the long-term effects of chemicals getting on people, even though they claim that they're probably safe for people, but we're not going to get into any of that. I also don't know exactly which chemical this is and which exact makeup is inside of it, so I don't really want to deal with any of that either. Anyways, you can do that and then put the bottom of it in there. Some people even like to cut off the top so far, and then they'll put it on here to help keep any hay dry that is in there as well. But this is pretty much the end product. Actually, super simple process. I don't think this took me 20 minutes to half an hour with filming the way I did it. Now, I do know things down here to where you might have a angle iron down there in the bottom to help catch anything. Some people just zip tie it or wire it, or they put a 2x4 down in there. There's a million different ways to skin a cat right here. This is the way I'm going to go ahead and do it. This, I did pick up a second tank as well, so if I don't like something, I can always do a second one pretty easily. But for now, I think we're going to call it good. Thanks for watching. Till the next one.